Guess we got interested because both our fathers worked for the Forestry Commission and brought waifs and strays over to us, and from buzzards through to kestrels with broken wings, broken legs. What I liked most about being with the birds when I was a child was the fact that it was magical to have such a majestic bird building up a bond with you, having trust in you. The fact that they have such power and the fact that they can fly away and they can soar, and they actually have the trust in you as a human to be able to help them and rehabilitate them and give them the chance to get back to the wild.
My dad volunteered at Weston Park in the Midlands, which had a lot of animals and birds of prey at the time, and I became involved through that. I had my photograph taken for a local newspaper with an imperial sea eagle when I was about 3, so that was my first major introduction to birds of prey.
This is Alburt. He's a red-tailed hawk. He's 10 years old and he's been there, done that and got the t-shirt. Galloway Falconry has a number of services that we provide. One of the main services is hands-on experiences, one-to-one sessions flying the birds. We believe, and our policy is that you must have a glove on, you must get involved, because there's nothing better than having that bond build up between you and the bird of prey. They're majestic, they're powerful, they fly in and they soar, and having someone have the senses of that fulfilled, they'll never ever forget it. They'll go away from being with us and remember this for the rest of their life. It's a once in a lifetime opportunity.
Well, all the birds have got their own characters, and Bobby is very much thinks he's human. He plays. He's when he's learning to fly, and he obviously is struggling with that somewhat at the moment. But all the birds have characters. Sky, our Harris hawk, she's not in the best condition when we got her, but she's very friendly. She struggles slightly sitting on the glove and the fist, but she's very good-natured, and she walks around on my shoulders. She's a very friendly bird. All the birds have got their own characters.
Our 18-month-old son Rory has been brought up with the birds, and he's actually been involved with Bobby, our European eagle owl, and they've played in the sandpit together and they've interacted together. Bobby's actually imprinted to us, and because he's imprinted, it's different from the hawks and the falcons, so he actually believes that he's part of our family, and the bond is built up fantastically. And when Rory goes out to the aviary, he flies down and talks to him, and they both sit and chunter away to each other. Jessica, she's already got a bond with Mike, our one-eyed tawny owl, who was rescued from the wild, and Jessica's actually started imprinting Mike, and she's been bonding with Mike quite closely, and so it's quite important to Jessica and to Mike that they have this bond built up, and Jessica's actually feeling quite privileged to be able to take part in Bobby's rehabilitation.
I do think of them as part of the family. Grant says, "Oh, that bird's no good, it's going to have to go." And I said, "No, not going. It's got to stay, we're keeping it, I'm sorry. It'll be good for something." So yeah, they are all part of the family.
The future is very exciting. We're looking to build a purpose-built centre where people can come, they can view the birds. We'll have 2 or 3 flying demonstrations throughout the day, again based on interaction with the public. We will still offer the experience days because I believe that it's really important and key to the whole business philosophy that we have. So we'll still have the experience days, the outside demonstrations, but we will have a visitor centre with a cafe, with a training area, because education through conservation is another big policy that we have. And so we hope to be able to have a full day out for family members to come to us.
I think it's like any animal, because they all have personalities, you do become involved with them, you do get used to them. And I mentioned Sky earlier on. She's not the best display bird, she's not the best demonstration bird, but she's a bit of a reject and we love her, and I couldn't get rid of her because she's part of the family now. She's like the rest of the pets that we've got. Yes, the birds are a business and they are there because of the business, but at the end of the day you've got to bond with them to get the best from them and for you to give your best to them. So you need to build that bond with any animal, and the birds are the same, and their characters just draw you to them anyway.
I mean, I enjoy working for myself. There's nothing better than being out on the hillside with a bird of prey, having the experience of having that bond build up where the bird flies into you and flies off, hunts with you, works with you, does everything with you. It's absolutely amazing. It's breathtaking. There's no words that actually describe the feelings of being out on that hillside with them. And I loved working for myself doing this, because if I hadn't been doing it, I would have been doing it as a hobby, because I love doing it. It's just fantastic fun.